Hey guys, it's Mooty here, and welcome to another episode of VGC Prep. I am using the team I was using a couple episodes ago that had the Landorus instead of the Thunderous, and I realized that I really need something to kind of taunt Pokemon that Spore, taunt Pokemon that just are really annoying that either recover health, such as freaking Cresselia, or do annoying things like Spore. So I figured having a nice, quick prankster like Thunderous might help that. The only thing is, I really hate having two similar types like Thunderous and Rotom. So I don't know. I might switch it out for something better. If you guys have suggestions, you can let me know. And if you enjoyed this episode, you can always leave a like. So hopefully, we don't do as bad as we did the last episode. So, like I said, my Milotic, I want to have Milotic on like every single team. Milotic is literally one of my favorite Pokemon, especially now that it got competitive with the huge amount of Intimidators that you see. It actually does a lot of work, and I love it. So that's why I want to bring it on like every single team. And then I really like the combination of like Kanga Milotic, because usually you see Pokemon lead off with like Intimidators when they see Kanga or something like that. And then it's either it gives Milotic a boost, or they actually don't lead with them, then Kanga kind of has an easier time. So I mean, I like that combination. Then I'm also running a Life Orb Rotom. It hits hard, so that's why I really like running Life Orb over having Safety Goggles. Like, Safety Goggles is another item that I could have, or at least, well, actually no, I can't. Like, I could put Safety Goggles on it, but it doesn't have as much power as Life Orb, and that's why I haven't yet. So he's running the potential Salamence as a Mega, or Scizor, or Swampert. So 3 potential Megas. He's running his own Milotic, but I don't have an Intimidator, so that's not even a problem. Talonflame, however, Talonflame hits things hard, so I feel like I have to bring Rotom for that. I'm almost thinking about leading off with Rotom and Milotic. Rotom would be able to deal with the Scizor, would be able to deal with the Talonflame pretty well, do a lot of damage to Milotic, but obviously I do have to watch out for Scald. Cresselia, though, seeing that Cresselia, I really want to bring Thunderous as well, but I don't know if he'd lead off with it, because it doesn't really seem like a Trick Room team to me. So I'm really thinking that I'm going to lead off with, like, Cresselias are usually leads if I see them. So I'm almost thinking about going Thunderous right over here, and then going with Milotic. On the off chance, just the off chance that he wants to bring Salamence. On the off chance he wants to bring Salamence, and it's his Mega, I want to have Milotic for that. And then I want to have Kangaskhan in the back, and I'm thinking that, I mean, the only thing that would carry Earthquake is Swampert, so that would not be good for Aegislash, but because I see Scizor, I really don't want to bring Sylveon, honestly. I am going to bring Rotom in the back. I'm bringing Rotom in the back. I really hate that I brought Rotom and freaking Thunderous, but like I said, the timer thing, I have to work on that. It's really difficult actually to record, speak, and just pick your Pokemon. It's so much easier to just sit there, think however you want to, and then just pick whatever. But alright, he's gonna lead off with Swampert and Cresselia. I don't mind seeing the Cresselia. I really don't, because I'm just gonna taunt it, honestly, because this thing is a nuisance. I don't care if it Ice Beams me, honestly, it doesn't matter much to me. And then the Swampert, though, it might be his Mega, it might, but it can have ice type attacks. So I'm thinking I'm just going to Scald it for damage, see what it's going to do, and then get a taunt off on the Cresselia, and hopefully it does not have Mental Herb or something like that. So you can't use Light Screen after the taunt, which is fantastic. This is why I felt like I really needed a taunter. We get actually good, oh, that's crit. I'm like, we get a good amount of damage off on that, but it was a crit. So Avalanche does not, I actually was expecting more, and then I have Citrus on this, so I get some health back. So I I don't want to leave the Thunderous in here. Like, my HP is Ice. I can't hit him with Thunderbolt. I almost want to just protect here, predicting him to want to go for an Avalanche again because it would kill me. Cresselia is pretty much crippled at this point, so there's no point for me not to go for a Scald. So I'm just going to protect here, predicting him to go for the Avalanche on my Thunderous, and I protect myself. The Icy Wind, actually, on the Milotic, if you really want to give me a competitive boost, then you just did it. So I don't mind that at all. I will take it. Which actually means that the Scald I'm going to do on the Swampert here is probably going to do the same amount of damage it did last time because that one was a crit. He does carry was a Citrus Berry, which it isn't going to matter because I'm going to be able to kill him off. So because Swampert is slower than Thunderous, I might as well start attacking the Cresselia, and I can take out the Swampert that turn. If he wants to protect, it's really not a big deal. I could just start getting damage off on the Cresselia through Thunderbolts, and then just Scald the Swampert over there. And if he wants to go for another Icy Wind with the Cresselia, then I'll gladly take another competitive boost. But he does switch the Cresselia out. I only hope it's not into... I don't think he had another ground type, but... Okay, Scissor isn't bad. I'll get some damage off on it with Thunderbolt, so I'm not too worried about that. Actually get... Oh, that was a crit. I feel so bad. That I'm like, it really should not be doing that much, and that crit didn't matter, but we're getting crits everywhere, so that does not usually happen in my battles. That is like insane amounts of luck. I feel really, really bad. So the only thing I think Scizor can do would be to bullet punch me, but I resist it, so I'm not worried about that. I might as well taunt the Cresselia again just to make sure he doesn't set up anything else, and then Scald the Scizor. If the Scizor wants to attack the Milotic, okay, he just forfeits. But alright, that was a really quick first game. Although I mean, I get he wanted to get the Thunderous out because it was probably the biggest threat to the rest of his team, or just at least the most annoying to deal with. He gave me a competitive boost in the process, which wasn't exactly the smartest thing to do, so that's one of the reasons why I love Milotic. There are a lot of Icy Winds, there are a lot of Intimidates, and then there are a lot of secondary effects with things like Shadow Ball, where your defenses drop and then you just get a competitive. Granted, like, you know, with things like Intimidate, they're good. With things like Defense Drop, they're not as good, but they're both equally as useful, so that's why I really love having Milotic. So I will continue battling. Another good Pokemon for that would be Bisharp, especially for the Intimidates, because people really don't want to give Bisharp the boost. Another thing, though, with Bisharp is that it's frailer than Milotic, so, I mean, it may not be able to survive hits in general. So I'm going to go with my Battle Box, and we're going to search for another game. So that's... Having Competitive and Defiant are both, I think, really good in this VGC metagame, so that's why I just love that Milotic is getting used, guys. I love that Milotic is getting used. You don't even know. Milotic is my favorite Pokemon, so I'm just happy to see it get used again. So, granted, I don't think it's ever going to be, hey, like, top 10 in usage, like, Bisharp is on, I think, Battlespot rating system. I'm pretty sure it's top 10 right now. I don't think Milotic is going to be that good. Because, I mean, Smeargle. Smeargle, he's the perfect candidate to get taunted. So, I see Smeargle. You know what? We're taunting. Another thing I could do, though, I feel like Smeargle or the Jellicent are definitely Trick Room users. And I have to bring the taunt for that. The only thing is, if he has Mental Herb, obviously, it's an issue. So I'm just like, Thunderous is already picked. Mega Camerupt or Mega Abomasnow is his Mega, potentially, but definitely not going to be both. And then he's got a random Talonflame there among everything. Definitely going to make good use of Trick Room there, but I guess maybe just on the off chance that he doesn't. So I'm thinking in terms of the two major Trick Room users that he has, Smeargle is the bigger problem for me, especially because, you know, Dark Void and stuff, so I want to be able to outspeed that and taunt that before anything. And I already have Thunderous for Talonflame. I'm almost thinking about bringing Rotom because he does have the Escavalier, he does have the, what do you call it, the Jellicent too. I mean, it would be nice to get that. The only problem, like, he doesn't have any water types, so really there's no reason for me not to bring Rotom. And then I'm thinking he's got Steel type, Fire type. There's really no point in me bringing Sylveon. So Kanga is going to be my Mega, obviously, and I mean, I might bring Milotic. The only thing that would prevent me from not wanting to is the Abomasnow, but he also doesn't really have any Intimidate users for me to kind of warrant to that. He doesn't have any, well, Camerupt kind of makes me not want to bring the Aegislash, but I brought Aegislash. It's kind of like, I just have to make sure that he doesn't get the Trick Room off, since it's obviously a Trick Room team. And Mega Camerupt hits hard in Trick Room. I've used it before. So, as long as I can prevent him from setting Trick Room up, then it's not going to be that big of a deal. But there are two potential Trick Room users, and that is Jellicent and Smeargle. So, we're in a spot right now to where I feel like it's a lot more important for me to taunt the Jellicent and prevent him from setting up Trick Room than it would be to taunt the Smeargle and prevent the Dark Void. It's just a really bad situation, but one of these Pokemon is getting taunted and the other one is getting attacked. And it's not a situation I want to be in, but I have to. And I'm just thinking, I'm gonna taunt the Jellicent. I'm thinking the Jellicent would be the Trick Room user. And if it turns out Smeargle is, then I'm getting damage off on Smeargle, but I'm kind of putting myself at risk of getting Dark Voided, which is never any good. So I have to attack. I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Smeargle. Really, there's no point in going for Overheat because these things usually... Okay, he goes for the Fake Out. That's fine. Actually, I was expecting Dark Void, which is... I am so relieved. I am so relieved. Like, I am so... freaking has Mental Herb. Mental Herb is the worst. And this guy, he can't get Fake Outed except by Lopunny because he's part Ghost, so that makes it even more annoying. So now we're gonna taunt the Smeargle. Smeargle is the next best thing to taunt. And I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt on the Jellicent. And I really didn't want him to get the Trick Room off because now it's gonna make things really, really annoying. And he withdraws the Smeargle, which is fine. I'm gonna taunt something else that comes in. It's probably one of his Megas, and that's Abomasnow. What's his name? Thundurus does not want to stay in on that. But I feel like I need Thundurus to deal with the nuisance that is Smeargle later on. And he's gonna go for... Oh, I forgot this thing carried Water Spout. That's gonna suck so much. That's gonna suck so much. I totally forgot he carried Water Spout. That's dead Rotom. So, I get some health back with Citrus. Mental Herb is literally one of the most annoying things to have. It really makes it so that there's absolutely there's no way that you won't get Trick Room off unless you get like Fake Outed, but this thing can't get Fake Outed, so I'm thinking I don't want to go into Kanga right now. I mean, Aegislash is really the best thing that I could do. I have to get rid of this thing. So the thing is, in Trick Room though, I'm not sure which one of us is going first. I'm gonna protect with Thundurus, and then I'm thinking though, if he wants to go, actually this, okay. Okay. So, I have a Kanga, and I have a Thundurus. I could Wide Guard in case he wants to go for Water Spout again. But the problem is that, okay, you know what? No, it's like I have to take away the turns. So I'm just using Double Protect to wear away a turn of Trick Room. If he wants to draw, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Just take away a turn of Trick Room right here. So I went for the Double Protect. Now, what I'm going to do from here, I don't know. I kind of feel like I have to wide guard after I see what he does. If he continues going for a water spout, I'm going to have to wide guard. I don't know what else he carries. No, he just carries water spout. I'm actually surprised he didn't just want to attack my Thunderous, but that's fine. He could go for Ancient Power on the Thunderous. The thing is, I don't want to switch in Kanga. But Kanga can also deal with the Smeargle to a certain extent too, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt on the Jellicent, and I'm going for a wide guard on the wide guard. I feel like Aegislash is just going, because an Earth Power is going to kill Aegislash no matter what. So that's why I just went for the wide guard to protect myself from the water spout. If I'm lucky, then I can get off a I'll get off a Thunderbolt on the Jellicent at the very least. I knew that Earth Power was going to take me out. There's absolutely nothing I could do about that. And at least I'll get a Thunderbolt off on this thing and do a lot of damage. Almost take it. Actually, the Cursed Body! Cursed Body, you're so annoying. But the Hail should take it out, which... so relieved. Now, I just need to wear away the Trick Room. I believe we're on, we wore away one turn. I think we're on turn like 3 right now. So, Kanga, I'll fake out whatever the bigger threat is and protect with Thundurus. Like, I need these 2 Pokemon. Like, I need these 2 Pokemon. And right now I think, oh, hello Smeargle. Smeargle, you can fake out too. You also have like potential King Shield, so you put me in a spot in which I don't want to be in. The thing is, my Thundurus can't do much to the Camerupt. The Camerupt's going to do a lot to the... Camerupt is going to do a lot to the Kanga. I'm just trying to think here. I know he has Fake Out, probably has Dark Void. If he has King Shield, which, I mean, they usually do, that's going to be a problem. He might go for a Fake Out too. I'm thinking he might have the King Shield, so I'm going to Fake Out the... it might be the... actually, I should have just taunted with the Thundurus. I totally misplayed. I should have just taunted with the Thundurus. I feel like I made a mistake in protecting. I definitely feel like I made a mistake in protecting. And I should have just taunted with the Thundurus. Oh no, well, he goes for Fake Out. Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. And we get buffeted by the Hail, and we have, what, one more turn of Trick Room, maybe? And unless it wears off this turn, everyone gets buffeted by the Hail, but I believe we only have one more turn of Trick Room. Literally everyone gets hit by the Hail. Okay, no, we actually end Trick Room right here. Fantastic. Like, amazing. Could not have been any better. So, I have to deal with Smeargle. Smeargle is not that big of a deal. I'll taunt it. I have to deal with the Camerupt, which is the bigger problem, and right now I have to return it and take it out. So, I still have Kanga. I'm glad. He withdraws the Smeargle, which is fine, depending on whatever he goes into. He still has 3 Pokemon, so he has a Abomasnow in the back, and he went for Protect with Camerupt. Got thing in safely. Okay, so Abomasnow isn't a Mega. A regular Abomasnow, not exactly sure what to do. I am not gonna lie. I really am not exactly sure what to do. But the Hail stopped, so we, stop getting hit by it. I only have HP Ice, so I have to Protect. I have to take out... which is the bigger threat. Like, I need my Kanga right now, but I think Camerupt is the bigger threat, so I have to return it and do as much damage as I can. And I'm not sure what the Abomasnow is going to do, but I just kind of had a feeling it was going to go for a Thundurus because he knows that I have taunted, though I should have taunted the Smeargle the other turn. I want to take out the camera because I felt like it was the bigger threat. Don't know what Abomasnow is going to do. It's just going to go for a Blizzard. I protect myself and Kango avoids the attack. Oh my gosh. And my Thunderbolt is no longer disabled, even though that wasn't the big issue here. So Smeargle is going to come in. He's definitely going to want to fake out the Kanga, I feel. But to prevent, I feel like to prevent any nuisances and stupidity, I really want to taunt it, but I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt on it now and do as much damage as I can. I feel like it's really not in my best interest to attack. I feel like it's not gonna matter because the Smeargle probably has, it's probably going to fake out the Kanga because that's just the bigger threat. So Dark Void. Oh. Can I go cry now? I really should. I thought fake out, and this is where I lose because I misplayed and I stay asleep, and from here he's probably gonna be able to take out both my Pokemon. I should have just taunted. I should have just been safe and taunted, and he's obviously scarfed. Should have just been safe and taunted. And he's going to keep going for Dark Voids because he's locked into it. The taunt on the Abomasnow doesn't really matter, but that was just huge misplay on my part right there. I was fearing fake out so much I felt like I didn't need to taunt it, but I should have just taunted it. I should have just gone with my gut instinct and taunted it. Maybe Kanga will be nice and wake up after a turn, but I somehow doubt it. So that Blizzard, I believe, is gonna, oh no, he has Energy Ball. He could have just gone for Blizzard, but it's a crit and it kills me anyway. So that, unfortunately, is how you lose a game, by not taunting a Smeargle because it's scarfed. I don't know how common Scarf is, but that was a good game, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm enjoying Thundurus a lot so far because the taunt, like, as you can see from my last two games, was just really useful. So I'm just not sure. I might have to change around my other team because of, I just feel like I don't know, there might be like Rotom I might not need, or I might not need to have two electric types or something like that. I really hate having the same typing in two of my Pokemon, and I feel like I could probably adjust that in some way. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and as always, I love you guys very much. And by the way, I'm a bit late on advertising this, but I'll let you guys know I'll be streaming later on. It will be viewer battles, FFAs, giveaways, and all that stuff. So as long as you follow my Twitch, you will get a notification on when I start streaming. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. I'll definitely put out a video once I start. So I love you guys very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye.